This video is like an addendum to my original video with the what is shooting sports. And it's me wanting to make sure I speak on the things that I may have either glanced over or the whys a little bit more detailed, as well as maybe a little bit more about myself too, and the why behind why I'm doing this. So, just to recap over that, I'm trying to interview the shooters or the match directors of all the local shooting competition matches and disciplines in the area between Phoenix and Tucson. Arizona as a whole would be on the agenda. That will take time and we will see where I go and how far I go with it. That being said, right now I'm kind of keeping it to within what's a normal driving distance for me, just because I have friends and family that live between those areas. So I'm trying to get a 30K foot sky view of these different disciplines and these sports and these matches and what they're like, both the culture of the area, the way the game's played, how you play the game, what you need for the game. Trying to get that wide lens view on the sports is the objective. I think people have this kind of preconceived notion that I need certain things. I have to be at a certain skill level. I shouldn't be there because I don't know what I'm doing. No one knows what they're doing the first time they do something. You learn through experience, exposure, progress, failures especially, and through people that have been doing it. So you get better at things. That's the only way to get better at things. So I want more people to be encouraged to just show up to a local match, even if you don't have a friend to go with. You'll make a friend there, and I really pray that I demonstrate how easy it is to talk to these guys who are total strangers to me. They are. That's what they are, and we get along just fine because we have a baseline understanding and agreement with each other where we love shooting and we love competition or both or either what have you. Just the game of it, and then it is a social experience, and you should socialize. Don't be the weird kid in the sandbox eating saltine crackers all by himself. Let someone eat those saltine crackers with you. No, but other than that, I just want people to be encouraged to just go out there. You sign up on practicescore.com, you make an account, and you start looking for matches in your area. It's that simple. That's it. It doesn't cost you anything to make an account. It does cost you a match fee to buy into the match itself. And if it's a gun club that you already shoot at, there's a pretty good likelihood that it's a discounted rate for you if you're a member for that gun club that you go to the match for. So it's as simple as that. I could maybe make a video on it one of these days just to illustrate it and demonstrate it, but it's not complicated. You've made an account before, you have this YouTube account. It's no different than that. Practicescore.com. It's spelled exactly like it sounds. It's practice and score made into one word. Um, it's easy. Other than that, you show up. There's going to be like a central location where people gather. Just look for all the other people that are amassing. If you get lost, like you have to select a squad that a day before your match, double check your match, look at your squad, look at the names, and like start hollering out those names. Look for those guys, meet up with those guys, shoot with those guys, get to know those guys. Who am I? My name's Ale Hitinga, as I said in the other video. I guess a quick resume is from Florida. I joined the Air Force. I was a college dropout kind of kid. Did nothing but play video games. Stoner skater kind of punk kid. I did the Air Force for 7 years. I was with the Logistics Readiness Squadron. I was a POL troop or fuel specialist. I did that, one base, Davis Monthan Air Force Base, and one deployment, a lot of TDYs. Other than that, separated in 2023. I became a paramedic after about a year program that I did, and I've been a paramedic now for almost 2 years. I've been doing that. I like it. It's fun. It's a good time. Mostly do contract travel work, and I've been seriously shooting, I would say, for about 5+ years. I've been competitively shooting or in the shooting sports since February or March of 2025. So I've been doing it for a year, almost a year now, and I've done two gun action. I've done recently NRA action, IDPA, USPSA, hit factor style matches, which is just USPSA matches, outlaw matches, PCSL. I've done one or a couple tactical games, yada yada yada. So I'm doing all the barrier of entrance, the easier barrier of entrance shooting sports. I'm doing all of them. PRS matches, probably doing that anytime soon. I don't have a PRS gun, don't have a gas gun, don't have a bolt gun. Would I do it? Yeah, but I just don't have the time or the resources right now to invest into that. That's something that'll come later. And I think there's a good amount of guys doing information on that. My goal is the other more obscure matches that are local, just to breathe life into everything. I think cross pollination is a good thing. I think people should get a feel for all the different sports that they have available to them. I also do believe that you limit yourself when you just do the same thing over and over again. Everybody likes going to Denim and Diamonds, but I mean, unless you really like your dance partner, you might get bored of dancing the same songs over and over and over again. Unless you just really love dancing. And I think most guys that like to go shooting just love shooting. And depending on where you go, it's hard to be bored for sure. But I think venturing off is a good thing. That being said, I'm sure there's time constraints and other factors that go into that, because not every gun club is 20 minutes down the road from you. Some are an hour away, some are farther. So that being said, there's not a lot of information on some of these matches that are being hosted at the gun clubs that some people go to. I would find it surprising if someone didn't try a different style match at the gun club that they go to. Like, you only go to IDPA and you've never done USPSA match, but maybe you've never done a two-gun match, a two-gun action match, a PCSL match. I don't know. It's just to put exposure out there so people can be more willing to broaden their horizons. I had a friend, he made a passing comment to me, which I thought was funny, considering his profession requires him to be a gunfighter, essentially. Like, he is, one of the hats he has to wear is to be professionally proficient with a weapon, and I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's capable and competent. But I had asked if he wanted to join me on a match that's coming up, and his response was, "I can't do that. I'm going to suck." Which, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. It can be that serious, and we get into that in some of the interviews that you'll see for yourself, like what the culture is like across the board at the different clubs and the different kinds of matches. But at the end of the day, it's a local event. It's like your local trivia night. It's you can make it for fun. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Um, I feel like that's a good bit of me. That's a good bit of why I'm trying to do this. I'm really not sure what else to express. So if there are any questions, comments, criticisms, or otherwise, put them in the comments. Let me know. I will do my best to make this a watchable uh, effort, but I don't promise the best production. Um, Time will tell how this will evolve. Right now, it's more of a passion project because I want more people to be aware of what's around, and I want to put more eyes on the everyman shooter and get these guys who these are the people who are going to these matches regularly. It may not be like Christian Saylor or Hunter Constantine or Lucas Botkins, Charlie Cox, guys who I don't bring them up as like a to downplay them or anything like that. But there's all these people, and we're all doing the same thing. And I just want there to be a little bit more attention on just everybody else. Not to say that those other guys aren't doing that. Just I want them to actually be in front of the camera, talk about themselves, talk about their experience with shooting, and then hopefully it helps instill the desire to branch out and just speak to strangers more often, joke with strangers more often, shoot with strangers more often. Phrasing. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully, enjoy it. Have a good one. And add on to my add on, because I forgot to say this. If you think you can do this better than me, by all means, please do. I have no aspirations to be a gun tuber. I have no aspirations to be a YouTuber. I just remember looking up what is two gun action match because the description on practice score wasn't sufficient enough for me to go, I still am not sure what I'm getting myself into. And all I could find was on YouTube, at least, a dude shooting the two gun action match, but not actually talking about it. So this made me want to go into all the different kinds of local matches to talk about them, to be more descriptive, to showcase them better. Um, I may not do the best job of that because I'm a one-man production crew and I'm not camera savvy. So if this sucks, it sucks, and I apologize. But if you can do a better job, go ahead. Please do it. Because I'd watch that. I would watch it. I just thought this was a good idea, and I guess I'll find out if it is or if it isn't. Cool. And we're back. And we're back. Yes. Can you be quiet? Can you be quiet so that I can get through this without interruptions? Okay. You gotta be quiet. Why did you move that over there? You can get your toy, but you cannot be barking. Stop. Welcome to another episode of Is He Wearing Pants? The results may surprise you. I actually don't own pants. Okay, there we go. That was weird.